Ryan,
What's up?
we're in Costa
Oh,
Rica.
how are you? Oh, sick. I'm gonna be out there soon.
Yeah, you're moving here, right?
I am. Yeah, we're taking over a retreat center in near Dominical.
How big of a retreat center?
It will house 25, so it's smaller, but it's 25 plus including the staff, pretty much, depending on how many. But yeah,
Yeah, that's really really cool.
yeah,
You have to build a 28-day reset program around there and have people coming out for breath work and reset.
100%, 100%. Yeah, we'll definitely be doing that stuff next
Yeah.
year.
Yes. Look at this. So here we go.
Oh, nice. Dude, what area? What area are you in?
Montezuma.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's beautiful. It's such a beautiful country. It's just is that you can lay out on those little nets there?
Yeah, you can lay on those nets.
That's cool. Cool.
We got monkeys here.
Yeah, the howlers.
Yeah, the howlers. They woke up this morning. I'm like, who's dogs? They're like, those aren't dogs. And then
Yeah.
just as we're going live here, they started howling, and I'm like, man, that sounds ominous. It
Yeah.
sounds like dangerous.
Yeah, I know they're crazy. They're crazy sounding like like those
Yeah.
things. Yeah, yeah. It's scary in the mornings.
So when do you move out here?
I move out in February, so we our first retreat's April 5th, but we move out like a month before to kind of prepare and to get a lay of the property and how that they currently operate retreats and stuff. So
Yeah, honestly, we'll talk about it. But if you're wanting to run 28-day reset content, material,
yeah,
stuff like that, you have an endless supply of people coming out for that.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, we'll definitely be doing that. So we'll have to talk to you about it. But 100% we'll do that.
So what are we doing today?
So today, um, I love this. This was kind of a practice that actually got me into like really hooked me into breath work.
Yeah.
And this is like I did this in a freediving certification. We did we started the certification and the instructor was like, all right, everybody, I want you to do your max breath holds. So we're like, all right, and I did my breath hold and I came out 38 seconds in. I'm like, like just dying, 38-second breath hold. And he's like, all right, we're gonna hold our breath for 3 minutes today, or try to at least. And I was like, no chance. And it is in the water, so you are in a different state than you are like dry. I usually do this practice in the water, and it's magical. Don't ever do this alone in the water. Make sure you have support if you ever do any kind of breath work in the water. But and I immediately did this breath practice, and we went into I did a 3 minute breath hold, and it was my first time ever. And it's a really cool practice. It's really simple. And it takes a little bit of time, but we start with like a minute breath hold, and we work our way up
So
each
sitting,
time.
laying,
Uh,
standing.
let's do it. I would do it lying or seated, whatever's
Okay.
comfortable.
I could do it live. I even got a yoga mat here.
That's a cool space you got there too, man.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah. This place is for you guys who are looking. It's Abs Resort. It's all organic. We've been helping them get this place ready for doing 28-day resets as
dude,
well. And we got about 60 people coming. So, and that with yeah.
that's great. What's the date of the beginning?
Uh,
Yeah, that's right. Right. Yeah, Lisa sent it to me. I couldn't make it down there, unfortunately, but I would have loved to.
well, if you guys do, if you jump on a plane and come down in space.
Yeah, I would love to.
Get here, Ryan.
Yeah, that's got to get there. Where? Yeah, what airport are you flying for there? Is it Liberia or San
San
Jose?
Jose, and then we take a puddle jumper for 30 minutes.
Oh, cool. Nice. That's fun. It's a fun little trip, little journey out there.
Yeah, we
Cool.
did it. We did it during U.S. Thanksgiving to see who was serious.
Yeah, I know that's true. It goes over Thanksgiving, right?
Yeah,
Next week.
yeah. I mean, it's like we did it at the time, the best time, because that's actually the final degrees of Scorpio, which means that people are drawing boundaries and lines in their lives, and they're drawing lines with how they show up in the world. They're drawing boundaries and how they show up in the world. So we thought, what a better way to do it than do it there? Do it
Yeah,
here.
for sure. All right. Cool. So let's get comfortable, wherever you want to do, seated or not. The breath pattern is simple, and I'm going to count it out for you guys. but it's going to be an 8-second inhale and a 10-second exhale for just the normal breathing. And then we'll go into a little circular breathing, which will build up a little bit of speed, and then we'll hold. Okay, and I'll guide you through all of it.
Lay on my back or my.
I would either lay on your wherever you can get good access to the diaphragm, which is usually your back,
Yeah.
or in like a size up position, kneeling. It's whatever you want to do, but there's a bit of hyperventilation, so you could get dizzy. It's best to just lie down and do it, and just be comfortable. Okay. Let me get my timers here. So we're gonna build up. We're gonna do rounds of this. Our first breath hold is a minute. And notice when you do this, if you take when you do your breath hold, if the first round is like, oh, it was impossible or hard, keep going with it. We're going to increase the breath hold. I want you to notice the difference as you go through each round. Okay. Boom. All right. So first round, we're going to begin right now, and we're just all take a deep breath in. You can do mouth and nose breathing. I don't really care for this one. Okay. So deep breath in, and we're beginning for an exhale of 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Out 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. In 3, 4, 5, 6. Out. In. You're trying to fill to those peak volumes on both sides of this breath. Out, fully all the way out. This is our last exhale, and then we're going to come back in with a forceful inhale. 3, 2, 1. In, big breath in for 3, 2, 1. Force it out. And in 3, 2, 1. Force it out. In 3, 2, 1. Force it out. In 3, 2, 1. Force it out. Big breath in all the way up. Hold and get comfortable right here. Now, when you first do this breath, it might feel like a stretch. It might feel a little uncomfortable. Try to ride it. Just stay here. Stay with it. Relaxing the body, relaxing the mind. Maybe feeling some tingles or whatever else is going on in the body. Be aware of it, but know that it's going to dissipate and you'll go into a relaxed state. We're just doing a minute hold here. Again, if you can't make it, then just go back to breathing, and the next round, try your best again. We got 30 seconds left. Just try to sink into it. You could be like Gary and start doing some maneuvers, whatever you want to do. Movement will make it a little more difficult. So if this is really easy for you, then you could probably add that in. 15 seconds. 10. And breathe. Exhale fully. Back into it. In and out. 10, 9. If you can't keep up with this yet, just get back to your normal breathing and then come back in when you can. In 4, 3, 2, 1. Out. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In 4, 3, 2, 1. Out. In, out. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In 2, 1. Out. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In 30 seconds till we switch. Out. In, big and full, all the way up. Going to meet that peak volume out, all the way down, all the way out, pushing it all the way. 4, 3, 2, 1. In, just like that. Big volume. Feeling those lungs get bigger each time and compress smaller each time. And now fully exhale your breath all the way out. You're in. Where are we at? Sorry. Now we're going to go all the way up, fully breath in, full breath in, all the way. Just try to breathe as much as you can. And now we're beginning our next round. In, out. So the forceful out, in, forceful out. In, forceful out. In, forceful out. There you go. In, forceful out. All the way up. Fill all the way out. Release that. Release. Out. Keep it up. Out. In, forceful out. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Big breath in all the way to the top. Might get a little lightheaded, that's okay. And hold right here. Sink into this one. And just relax. We're only going up by a little bit on this round. And the next round we'll jump up. Try to see how deeply you can relax into this position. Right now, you shouldn't feel much air hunger. If you do that, that's all right. 30 seconds in, we have a minute left. Go to your maximum. When you feel that strong air hunger, you can come back to breathing. But try to make it. We're halfway through this one. If it starts getting difficult, bring your attention outside the body. There's a fun trick we did in freediving where you go to these max breath holds, you distract yourself by going through the ABCs, and each letter represents a different name of a person you know. You visualize that person. A, I know an Adam, there's his face. B, I know Beth, there's her face. And try and going through as long as you can to distract. On the next breath, I'll give you another method for going. 10 seconds left. We're almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2. Breathe back to it. Release it all. Exhaling, relaxing, falling deeper into this one. Coming back to normal breathing for the moment now before we go into our next and last round here. Breathing normal, slowly getting this breath back to normal. Full breaths. All right. Now, we're going to begin this next one with the same pattern. It's in for 8, out for 10. So deep breath in to start. We're starting with an exhale. So breath in and out. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and in. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and out. 4, 3, 2, in. And out. Drawing in the belly as you exhale, drawing up and in. As you inhale, we're breathing deep and expansive. Breathe deep into your pelvic floor, into your lower back. Try to press that breath into the back. You're inhaling as deep as possible. Continue this breath pattern. We're almost there. Halfway on this round. We're doing a 2-minute breathe on this first part. Fully expanding the breath. As you inhale, you should feel expansive and wide and breathing again. Feeling your back expand into the ground. And as you exhale, I want you to draw the belly button in, draw the diaphragm. So as you're exhaling, pushing. Exhales when you release the diaphragm. The diaphragm is now non-contracted, is released. You can breathe deeper into it. 30 seconds left. Keep it.
Am I holding it?
No, keep breathing. Same breath pattern. Long breath. We're almost there. We're doing a long breathe up on here. I just want you to really focus on the movement of the breath, finding the each end of that full breath. And now we're going to begin into our next pattern where it's 4 in. Breathe deep in. 4, 3, 2, 1 in. Forceful out. 3, 2, 1 in. 4, 3, 2, 1. Force it out. 4, 3, 2, 1. Force it out. 4, 3, 2, 1. Force it out. Big breath all the way up. Deep exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1, and exhale. Big breaths each time. Exhale. Forceful. Bringing in more air. Almost there. 20 more seconds of this to our last hold. Out. 4, 3, 2, out. Big breaths, bigger ones. Out. If you get a little dizzy, that's okay. You're safe if you're lying down. Big breaths. And one more big breath in. Hold right here. Relax into this. Now, there might be a little bit of dizziness going on. This will subside. Just allow it to roll through. Stay with what you got. I want you to feel the difference. Try to compare where you were in the beginning of this to where your body is feeling now, where the air hunger is feeling now, where your mind is, where your emotions are, and what physical sensations are running through the body. So what is happening? And just allow yourself to sink into the ground, sink into the mat, and don't constrict yourself in any way. So if you need to itch yourself or you need to stretch, go ahead and do it. But the less movement you make, the less CO2 is off gassed, and the easier this can be. Ears ringing is normal because during that kind of breathing, we're constricting blood vessels. That'll go away as well. We're a minute in. Just stay with this. And now I'm going to give you that other trick. We call it happy place or source. This is where you go back to source. Where do you feel the safest? It can be a physical location. It can be somewhere that you feel just welcomed. It could be with family or a person. It could be in the woods and nature by yourself. Find that source if it's a location, or it could be within your body. What area of your body do you feel source? It could be in the fetal position. It could be in your heart. It could be in your chest. And you can even put your hands there. And I want you to be there right now. And imagine yourself completely safe, enveloped in that warmth and that weightlessness. Allow yourself that comfort. And as that air hunger comes and goes, you fight it back with your mind. When that air hunger first hits, remind yourself that you're safe, that you have plenty of oxygen in your body now to utilize as CO2 rises. That sign to breathe is more likely in your mind. It's not a true need to breathe. Calm the body, relax the body deeper. Fall into your mat deeper. Allow yourself to relax deeper. Stay with this. We're almost there. Imagine that source, that location, that place that you can be completely safe, supported. We have 10 seconds left. We're almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And breathe if you haven't already. Full breath. Come back to regular breathing. You can stay in that source. And this
Getting a lot.
What'd you say?
When I first started doing this with you, I struggled at that 2 minute, and like I was thinking 3 would have been a piece of cake.
Yeah. How did you feel today with it?
Oh, as I was thinking, three would have been easy.
Oh yeah, you thought it was okay.
Yeah,
You struggled at the 2 minute mark. Yeah. So a lot of people are saying like that the movement will, when you are at the absolute max of your breath hold, any movement is going to make that more difficult, because movement means that we are we're moving, and we're CO2 has now been released as a byproduct of energy, of combustion, and now that makes it harder for us to hold our breath. So that makes total sense. Numbness and tingly, that's normal as well. Beautiful.
I feel
30 seconds.
really zen.
Really zen, you said?
Yeah.
Yeah. Swallow is a normal one as well. Swallowing is a contraction, we'll call that. Yawning is a state change. That's normal as well.
I feel like I could go to sleep, and I feel like I could get up and go for a run at the same time.
Yeah, that's the best feeling. That's like true recovery, right? It's just like you feel like you had full sleep, but you also feel like, yeah, I'm totally alert and at it. Yeah, sleep definitely. This one is like I'll do similar to this pre-bed, and just be like, yeah, we out. Everybody's saying the same thing.
I've been looking everywhere to find alerts.
Alerts.
Because if I want to be alert, I gotta find one to see what it looks like and then duplicate it.
Oh yeah, I can help you with that. We still have to talk about that. We kind of let that slide. We should talk about that. We need to get on the phone sometime and chat again. But yeah, so I want to ask everybody else too. Like, did anybody surprise themselves either direction? Like they did better or worse than they thought they were gonna do?
That was it.
Feeling all right? Feeling good? Feeling
Yeah,
alive?
great.
Okay.
Whew. Yeah, awesome. Yeah, I have lots of when I'm really oxygenated. People don't realize this, but oxygen is a lubricant for the muscles and the fascia and the bones. So when we're really oxygenated, we move.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's I feel like that's a pretty common one here. Like what I'm seeing. Everybody did better than expected. Beautiful. Yeah, first.
Yeah, it feels really, really, really good.
Get some animal flow going.
Yeah, animal flow is great.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah, it's fun.
Ooh,
Playing on the ground is so much fun.
Yeah, and it's having this nice wood floor here too is really nice. Like I actually shouldn't have used the mat. I prefer the wood.
Yeah, I love that space. That space is beautiful.
Yeah, it is. Hey, you realize that you ran the first coached 28-day reset, and you're gonna run the first retreat-based independent 28-day reset.
That's awesome. Yeah, we haven't done that yet, huh? Like I haven't done an independent one. No.
No, actually, we did one at Mayakan, but we had people come in only for 7 days because 28, that's really good. Like if somebody's in their 28-day reset to come for like the last 7 days or to come for, like the first or something like that, or 10 days or 2 weeks, 28 days in a change environment. I mean, you're going to get a lot of detox. I mean,
Yeah.
but then there's some people that are going to want to do
Yeah.
it. So I'm
No,
excited about you doing that, and I'm excited about you running the program because it'll be the first actual reset by somebody who's in our programs, who's trained through it, who has their own modality, which is your breath work, mindset coaching, and stuff like that.
yeah.
And adding that to a full 28-day reset, I can just imagine, having every day having a group
Yeah.
talking about it.
No, I mean that's we're looking at starting that in next May. Starting those. We'll it's an individualized retreat, but it'll be like they can they can do 28-day reset where they come out and they have us as support as we go through the 28-day reset, but also breath work. All the food that we provide, is that all the whole program is built around that. So it's if whoever is interested in that, we'll be starting that.
Yeah, we'll be able to put that up because I mean that's the future. It's that people who have resorts like these guys here. I mean, resort business is about to go like this because of the financial pressure on people, and then when people do spend money on it, they're going to want to spend money on something that provides some sort of transformation for them.
Yeah, people want to invest in themselves, and invest in themselves in terms of their health because you got to take control of yourself. Because we've been trusting other people to do it for too long, and it's not getting us where we need to be.
Hold on a second, Alexandra. You guys have one in Chile? Isn't there a resort in Chile?
Do we?
No,
Or do you?
Alexandra, she's here in the comments here.
Oh,
I think they have a resort in Chile that we want to go check out. So, because that would, again, honestly, what I see resorts, because of the nature of the resort business, there's going to be a whole bunch of inventory that, that is, yeah, they have a hotel there. we got a, we've got a whole bunch of resorts and properties around the world that that are going to be vacant because people are only going to go if they have some sort of program. And what the 28-day reset and the lifestyle artist program, it's software. So you have a hardware, which is a resort, and you put the software on that resort, which is the program that people run. And it's a cohesive program. The reason why it works so well is because now you got everybody on the same program. Everybody's consuming the same food, the same content. They're talking together, working together. I think that's going to be really powerful. First of all, you just by doing that, you'll be full 24/7, booked up constantly for at least a year. You could actually probably book it out a year without even having it.
No, we're so excited to finally be able to have our place for just our combined practices and that kind of thing. Like just be able to have it for people to come out and actually the immersion aspect of it is so powerful because doing it at home is great, but there's the distractions, and when you can give someone all of I'd say like retreat to ourselves. That's what like retreat is coming back to ourselves. When you can immerse yourself in nature and the environment with others in a community that are doing the similar things, and then take that home, it's so much more powerful.
You mean like really treating myself?
Yes, exactly. Treat
So
yourself.
hold on, you're doing it in May. Isn't your birthday like 28th or something like that?
26th, yeah. So we have our first retreat's April 5th, and that's a 5-day actual retreat. So that's a group retreat, and we're probably pretty close to. We have some spots left on that, but that one's going to be pretty incredible. It's our core like origins retreat that we do.
Yeah.
And if anybody wants to join, links in the bio. We got a few spots left. If you want to do your own style retreat, like the 28-day reset and that kind of stuff, that'll be in starting in May. We'll be doing those individual ones.
So, what I've been noticing, okay, because I've participated in breathwork for years, but not the greatest, honestly. Like for me, if I do it with you or do it with somebody else who's guiding it, I'll do really good. Myself, I tend to give up, or I haven't made it a habit. That's what it is. But what I've noticed is that this last round of releases in my body, like I said, my breath rate, the last time we tested there, was like under 3 breaths a minute. And just normal sitting, my breath rate has gone way down. My oxygen has gone way up. But my recovery from things like I can sleep for 2 to 3 hours and I have a massive recovery. Whereas I used to need like 5 or 6 or 7 hours sleep. So I noticed that my recovery rate's gone up. And the thing that's been constant, because I've been doing breath work in and out on a regular basis, but is the fascial maneuvers. And the way I perceive it is that we have all these layers of fascia, and some of them are stuck, where it means oxygen doesn't get to that layer properly. It goes above and below it. Think about fascia like a phyllo pastry, and
Mm,
and in between it's all the healthy good stuff, the collagen, the oxygen, the rich. And if you take that pastry and you put it together, you get a pie crust, and that's above and below.
mm-hmm,
And that's where most people's fascia is like today. It's like a pie crust. Like there's not a lot of movement in there. You know,
mm-hmm,
ours, and mine's crazier since I saw you.
mm-hmm.
So I see that as my fascia is opening up, I have infinitely more capacity to hold oxygen in my tissue, which means my diaphragm doesn't want to breathe as much. I notice that when I'm underwater, because I
That's
can naturally go underwater a lot longer.
yeah. I mean, that's yeah, and that's effective of CO2. You know, it's like we've been talking about, like breathing less is the ideal. Breathing less, breathing, um, you know, not breathing more and getting rid of more CO2, which we think is more comfortable. But um, like a breath rate of 3 is pretty ridiculous.
Yeah.
You know, that's yeah. So um, I just got a device that I'm still kind of I'm playing with, so I'm not going to really share too much about it, but it's pretty cool because it's the only device I've ever had that you can wear, and it gives you live feedback on your breath rate, it gives you live feedback on your HRV, live feedback on your heart. I mean, heart rate's normal, but HRV and breath rate, where you can truly get a live feedback where you're not observing it, is pretty cool. So once I get done reviewing it, I'm gonna share a little bit more about it.
Yeah. I think it's knowing your body and knowing it, the good part about measurement is that you can indicate change, not use it for a scoring mechanism to say how healthy I am, but
Hmm.
to measure change.
Hmm.
Because I don't like scoring mechanisms, because there's too many factors that go into it. Like what I found in clinic was the people that were the happiest were the healthiest, irrespective of what they ate or what they did. And so if I scored them on what they did daily and how they lived their life, I would have been wrong, because the guys who live their life the way that we say it quite often were the most unhealthy, but they're
Hmm.
also the angriest, the saddest, the most
Yeah.
fearful.
Hmm. Yeah, agree.
Oh, Ruby Jean says, I just realized that it's a Gemini and you work with
Yeah,
air.
that's cool. Yeah, I love that. That's really cool. Someone asked if I was going to continue doing this when we're in Costa Rica, the Tuesdays, the CO Tuesdays. And yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
Totally
yeah,
plan on doing this till the end of time.
end of time. Yeah. Until we'll be like 150 looking young.
Yeah, exactly. Still doing it.
We're
Still living at
doing
150.
it with holographic projection in your mind.
Yeah, we'll upload our consciousness to Instagram. That'd be terrible, actually.
I
But
noticed. I don't know if it's the time or whatever, but our numbers dropped when we got here. I think that's our reach gets limited when we're here.
mm,
Yeah,
yeah, it is. Usually we're sitting at like 250 or so.
yeah. And it could, but I can't ascertain whether it's that or whether it's Scorpio, because Scorpio for the next 2 months is taking people out.
Mm,
Like I've never seen a wave of people with dysfunction, illness, surgeries, broken bones, diagnoses. It's like every single person. They're not asking how do I do a maneuver. They're saying where 80% of it's how do I do this better? How do I do this
mm-hmm.
better? I got this diagnosis. I just had this, or I got this cancer. Someone just died. It's like all over the place.
Yeah,
Freaky.
that is freaky. I wish I knew more about that, because that's an interesting way to
Are you
perceive
on
it.
are you on Serious Joy?
I,
Did you get on there?
yeah, I no,
Uh,
wait, no.
yeah, on our app. Get on our app. Send me your thing. I'll get you on the employee thing.
Okay.
But they have a 40 days of truth and purpose, and they have a cipher in there. And if you take that cipher and you put it on any aspect of one of those numbers of astrology, it literally turns people who barely even knew that what their sun, moon, and rising is. They're talking to me in astrological language. Oh,
Mm,
it's because of my Chiron is intersecting with my
mm,
whatever, and
mm,
I'm like, whoa, where did you get that from?
mm.
Yeah, see, some people are saying it right in the chat there. They've just had, people.
Yeah.
Debbie Griffiths there. She's been going through a shit storm.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah, a lot of people are saying.
yeah, and it's gonna continue for 2 more months of personal issues, and then after that, it's going to be oh, huh. I don't know what happened.
Sorry.
That was weird.
No, I clicked on. I was trying to scroll up on the comments, and I just clicked out of the thing. So
So it's going to be two more months of personal issues where people are drawing lines with their boundaries and their personal boundaries right now. We're now drawing boundaries with the world, how we perceive and show up in the world. But when we click into Sagittarius in 7 more days, it's going to be extreme. It's going to be like extreme, and also what I mean by that is people are going to be feeling it. They're going to be feeling the extremities of everything that they've done, the new boundaries that they set, the old ones they're letting go of, and then they're going to be getting reaction. But then, and then after those 2 months, next 2 months, it goes into like local community. People, because of what's happened with their personal health, is going to affect their jobs, their relationships, and stuff like that. And then for 3 months, it's going to be personal. It's going to be the extended community, family, friends, work, stuff like that. And then as we go into April, May, it's going to be 3 months of world. And that energy around that 3 months is the same energy. It's the same Pluto energy that happened during the Civil Revolution, World War I, and World War II. So it's all three, and we've never had this happen before. So all three energies happen at once. And I don't perceive or believe that there's going to be a World War III as such. World War III is already happening. It's a war of perception. It's people fighting each other internally, because we don't need a world where we kill each other on the battlefield, because we're actually doing it in our own communities right now. That's really where the war is.
Hmm.
What are you noticing?
From about what you're saying right now with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Like when you talk about it, it's interesting to apply that to what we're going through, and kind of uh, it's something I kind of want to dive into a little bit more and to understand a little bit more, because it's honestly, when we talked about it last time, when I was in Mexico with you, I wanted to get into it more, and it's so overwhelming. Like it's so much information that I'm like, fuck,
Yeah,
man.
that's why do the Serious Joy app.
Yeah.
Go to our website, partners, products, and then sign up for it there, and then just send me your email. They signed up with, etc., and then I'll put you on the employee one.
Okay.
And what you could do is a 40 days of truth and purpose is happening right now. It's already into it, but what it does is it takes you through all 40 days, and it's setting boundaries. And when you learn your boundaries from an astrological point of view, you understand astrology. Because I understand me, I understand what my boundaries are in relation to the world, so I automatically understand it.
Mm. Mm. So that's cool. Yeah, I'll definitely do that when I'm done here. Pop on there.
Somebody said the title says Fashion Maneuvers with Denise still.
I'm Denise.
Does it say that?
I'll see. Yeah.
Yeah. Wasn't that when we went live? That's probably what the issue is right now. Okay.
That makes sense.
That could be the issue. That could be the issue.
It's still showing all the events from yesterday too. That are from yesterday, like coming up.
Instagram's issues.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's probably what it is. May have to take them down then, put them on.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Oh, somebody says gravity. Yes, but it does say Denise, but we figured it out instead of Ask Garry.
Yeah, we changed it.
What does it say?
Mine says Denise Faith.
Oh. That's
she's right before or the
That's what's happening.
There you go.
That's
Yeah.
it. That's what,
fascial maneuvers.
we're going to be moving that time anyways.
Hmm.
So, oh, by the way, so we had Raw Earth hosting yesterday while we were traveling.
Oh yeah. How'd that go?
It went really good. It went,
Yeah.
yeah, actually, yeah, it had to have been because yesterday he had a good audience.
Nice.
Yeah, so yeah, no, it was really really good. He was, he's such an interesting dude because
Mm-hmm.
he's a Libra and he's a studier and he has all this research about science around the body and consciousness and stuff like that, more than I do. Like when I want to know something, I go, "Hey, Rock, have you heard of this? Can you school me on this pretty quickly?"
Mm-hmm.
I can basically ask for any topic, and then he can give me all the background, all the way back to the beginning of time, usually.
Mm.
And
Yeah.
so it was really, really great. Yeah, it was. It's interesting because, as we go further, showing up 5 days a week, that's not going to happen in 2 years, a year.
Mm.
So the idea is we're building a channel right now, and we're putting more and more content, education showing up. Then we have other things that we do. All the stuff that we do behind the scenes, we're bringing into the public channel. And then as soon as we're ready from a technical point of view, we're going to be broadcasting, streaming on all platforms, including Instagram.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's cool. He's an interesting guy. I watch some of his stuff.
Yeah. And I don't know if you caught, we did Elevate, Cultivate, Elevate.
Mm-hmm.
So, he's cool. He's really cool. We've potentially, I've got a guy who's a paraplegic who got movement out of his leg. And this is my whole theory on fascia. I worked with a quadriplegic and I got his hand to move back in 2011.
Mm-hmm.
And since then, I've been trying to explain how that happened. And the only way is fascia.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you cut off a limb. So if you cut off a limb, now we can put a prosthetic in and we can move the prosthetic with consciousness. That means that there's no signal there. There's no signals. That means it's the entropic field, which we believe is what influences movement.
Mm-hmm.
And so this is what this kid is doing. He's got his leg to move without a nerve signal.
Mm-hmm.
So this is where I believe this is where it all goes. I believe that the musculoskeletal system limits our movement, not makes us move better. And that's why I've been, I don't know, the best way I can say is stronger. That breath rate going down.
Yeah.
When I carried one-footed sprinter up a grade like this, I carried him up a hill, wasn't even winded. And now I'm like, whoa, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. This is interesting. So, which I have theories on why this happens too, but this is not even remotely uncommon during. So on retreat we do these breathing circles where we're lying down, and I'll have the circle connect and disconnect like by holding hands, and the amount of times that during those circles where they're connected, that someone down the line will feel another person's like shoulder pain or fire, or sometimes the whole group will feel the exact same thing at the exact same time. And I do believe in those like connected energy fields. Like you can physically feel the same thing, and this is like people telling the same story within it.
That's how I know how to work on people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I look as a confirmation mechanism, but I don't have to look. I can tell everything that's out in your body right now.
Mm-hmm.
I can tell there's a little tension in your right jaw, right shoulder, all the way down to your right outside of your foot.
Yeah, and that's like people that can get out of the conscious a little bit, which is like why that kind of breath work is so powerful, because we get into our subconscious more. When a group of people are able to finally do that, which is like those states, altered state or deeper state, then we can connect a little bit more into our energetics.
I think that's going to happen. I think when you host the retreat, 28-day reset, breath work, mindset, consciousness, I think when you do that, because what we know about the programming of the fluid adaptive, biological fluid adaptive computing system is that's why we do this. When we do the exact same movement and breathe together, it syncs the hardware. It's like modem syncing. For those who are old enough to remember what a modem is. That's a modem syncing. And that's why we do it. And in 6 breaths, people calm down right away because they're doing the exact same movement. But if one is doing this and I'm doing this, then that person sits out of sync. And you can actually tell if you watch them in a conversation. You can tell everybody will be on the same wavelength, finishing everybody's conversations. One's always outside.
Mm-hmm. Mm. Yeah, it's there's just something strong about the group presence in all of that, and whether it's a 28-day reset, of fascia maneuvers, or breathwork, or big. I'm just interested to see, because we haven't really seen a combo of breath and fascia maneuvers in that setting,
No.
in a large setting. So I'm just really interested in seeing that, what happens, and I think it's to be pretty wild and powerful.
I mean, we've done team team resets enough where we have our whole team doing a reset, and you can see it when people are remote, because we have remote, like when you're doing the 28-day coach, they tend to go through these cycles together.
Yeah.
But when we're together on property, and we're going through it, it's undeniable that everybody has the same peak at the same time.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, like you said, it does. Like, well, I mean, retreats, I see it all the time, but like when we just did the fascial maneuvers and breath in a remote Zoom setting, the amount of connectivity we had between the groups, and like what the things that they were having going on in their lives, it's just evidence. That's all it is, of that it's effective and works.
So, so anyways, go get the Serious Joy thing. Sign up for that. Send me your email.
Yeah.
It'll charge your card $4 the first month, and then that'll put you on the employee thing. And then when you get in there, go into the main lobby and go into 40 Days of Truth and Purpose. And then you can do the current day, and then do day 1, day 0, and then current day, and then day 1, current day, day 2. And what you'll do is it'll teach you about all the planets. It'll teach you how to read it, because it'll say like Gemini, I think. So I think, and then it'll talk about, your degree. Let's say your degree is 4, I belong, and it'll be feeling 2 in Cancer. I think I belong, feeling. And then then those statements are what define how you relate to the world. It's the fastest way to learn astrology. Like, it's funny because I've spent the last couple of years reading it to learn it. Now I've been following the cipher, and there's actually a cipher that you can go. And don't we have a group that's doing it, that put together on the
40 days.
40 days?
Yep, it's on Telegram.
On art? Oh yeah, and then message us, and I'll put you. There's a 40 Days of Truth and Purpose on Telegram, and they automated the cipher.
Cool.
So you can plug in numbers, and it'll plug out your statements.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Okay, buddy. That was awesome.
Well, I'll do that.
So much. I feel great.
Awesome, man. It's good to see you again. And I'll message you this week, and we'll get a little bit more on the other stuff. But see you next week.
Yeah, and the invite's still here. If you feel like you want to get on a plane, we're not too far away.
Yeah, I'd love to. Yeah. Well, we are in the process of moving our gym and closing that down, and then moving our entire house. So probably won't, unfortunately, be able to make it. I wish we could. It'd be such an awesome experience, but.
Okay, bud. Take care.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Bye.